Wagwan YouTube, welcome back to Squint TV, and on this episode I'm gonna give you guys a rundown on the net runners, because these right here, fire. This footwear right here, you're probably thinking, what the hell are those? There's absolutely no midsole, only an upper and an outer. And honestly, I'll have to say this is the most innovative footwear that I've seen so far, especially in 2021. Kanye West is always known to be that creative, crazy genius when it comes to the footwear department. Take his shoes, for example, from the 750 to the 350 to the wave runners to the 500s to the quantums. Actually, every shoe that he gave us was something different, and this is no different. Now, looking at this shoe right here, you're gonna see why I compare this to the foam runners. You're technically getting the same shape from the slope in the back and also the toe point. You will see that it looks exactly the same. If you don't believe me, here's some B-roll. So when it comes to this model, I want to give you guys the most detail as possible because a lot of people don't have this in hand, so I'm pretty hyped and pretty excited to be one of the first to talk about it. So a close look at this shoe, like I said before, there is no midsole, just a knit upper, and the entire upper is knitted. So you might think it's not going to be good for the fall and winter, but there is of course a padding or a layer inside that's going to protect you from the elements. Now, there's a little pinch right here that's gonna give you that separation and gonna show you that there's actually cushion right here. There's cushion also in the back heel, but I don't think it's boost because they didn't put boost on the box when normally they do. So this might be the same cushioning from the 500s. Now, I'm not the only one to say this, and I'm not the first to say this, but the 500 is one of the most comfiest Yeezys out there, and a lot of people who have 500s could vouch for that. As for me, I have to say the 500s are one of my favorites, so I'm gonna sound a little biased. But like I said, this right here is not boost, so it's technically gonna be the same cushion as the 500. Now, one feature on the upper which I totally don't like, and I know a lot of people are gonna hate it, is gonna be this right here. It's gonna be the sizing. It's on the upper right side of the shoe, and what you're gonna see is an 8.5. Now, of course, that's not my size, which means this is not my shoe, which means unfortunately I won't be able to give you guys a on feet. But the homie assist us. He gave me this shoe and told me, hey Romeo, do a review, show the people how they feel. So just in case you want your hands on them, I'm gonna let you know my opinion about these shoes. So if this wasn't here, this whole size thing, this shoe would have been perfect. Mwah. Chef kiss of approval. But this right here just throws it off. I don't know why you need to see your sizing on the side of the shoe, but to each his own, to each his own. I still think the shoe's cool. I wonder if anybody's gonna rub it off. You know, a lot of people love to change their shoes. I wonder who's gonna do that first. Let's see. Since we're still talking about the upper, let's take a look on the sock liner. Bro, God, honestly, I'm gonna say if you're gonna get these shoes, please go up either a whole size or a full size, because this right here is gonna be a hassle to get inside of. And I know a lot of people said that the foam runners was already hard to get in, but let me show you guys something real quick. This is the foam runners and this is the knit runner. Now, like I said before, the close look, you could dead see the comparison between this shoe and this shoe. That's why I said slide for the summer, slide for the winter. But let's look at something that's totally bizarre. This right here. If you guys take a close look at this shoe right here, you see that cutout is way bigger than the knit runners, which means it's easier to put on this than this. But people still had issue putting on this shoe, so they're definitely gonna have a hard time putting on this shoe right here. That being said, when it comes down to sizing, I'm definitely gonna say once again either go up a half size or go up a whole size just to make sure your foot could go in. Now, I tried stretching it out, and honestly, it doesn't give that much. So unless you have very skinny feet, you're definitely gonna want to go up a half size. If you're using the same size you have in your foam runners, it might work for this, but even that, I'll still go a half size up from the foam runners, which means I can't get a 10. I could get a 10, but most likely I might get a 10 and a half just to be safe. So when it comes to Yeezys, every time a shoe released for the first time is always gonna resell for a high value. Now this retail for only $200, but it's tripling that right now. It's going for $650. Now I hear nothing, no peep, no info about restock. So if you want this, definitely go for it right now. Now the one thing with Kanye is that he's gonna restock all his shoes. Just like what he said, everybody's gonna get a pair of Yeezys, right? And look at the 350s. Everybody got a pair, and the resale value for that is down dirt, is poop. So every time he drops a shoe, the first colorway always go for the moon, and then he restocks it someday. Only thing is, we don't know when that's gonna be. The drop for this, the official drop, there was only 2.5k units. That means if you got lucky, you got lucky. If not, you're gonna spend that resale value. Homie got lucky. I don't know how he did it, but he pulled the trigger, he got his pair, and that's what I'm showing you guys. Now, it seems to be a clear view or a clear idea of how the colorways are going to look when it comes to this shoe. I know Kanye posted a picture and it's literally going to be the same thing over and over. This tan or creamish upper, and then the main body of the shoe is going to change color. So this one is cream and yellow. There's going to be one that's cream and blue, cream and pink, cream and red. There's also a black one, not triple black, but more like a onyx and then a black. So these shoes are going to be definitely a monotone, calm down shoe when you want to wear them. It's still going to catch people's eye because take a look at it. It's crazy. So when you take a close look at this shoe, you're gonna see that there's no straight lines. And if you ever watched that interview with Kanye that he did with GQ, he mentioned that he doesn't like straight lines or anything squared because it blocks energy. He loves everything to be curved or in a circular motion. So take a look at the toe box, curve. Same thing with the heel. And even with the stitching right here, it's not a straight stitch. It's actually, if you take a close look, there's a little curve to it. And I don't know, maybe that was coincidence, but I think Kanye was onto something when he said he loves the energy flow of stuff. And this right here, maybe I'm dragging it, but if you look at it, it's gonna make the infinity sign. I think I dragged it. Let me know in the comments below. One thing I have to applaud Kanye for is the innovation that he's always bringing to the table, because this right here is totally different. Check out the outsole. You have great traction when it comes to this right here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to hype up the shoe by itself, but when you see any shoe like this, the traction is never good. It's always just a flat sole. Take a look at the which shoe is it? Which shoe is it? Blah, 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 blah. The Human Racers. When those came out, it was a flat sole, so you didn't get that much traction when you're wearing the shoe. And they switched it to the Trail because the Trail gave you more traction. But everybody loved the classic look, the first look, correct? Giving us these ridges right here is the best thing he could do, because of course, like I keep saying, it's for the fall and winter time, and in those elements you're gonna want a shoe that's gonna give you really great traction, and this is it. There's not much I could say about a knit shoe. The upper is knitted, you have a nice traction at the bottom, and that's about it. I actually love how these shoes look in hand, and yes, I am going to buy a pair. So in December, definitely see me stunting these, because to me, these are fire. It gives you something different. Honestly, guys, this is off topic, but Jordan 1s is getting oversaturated. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of dunks. I'm tired of seeing the swoosh sometimes. But this right here, no logo from my understanding, this is fire. The only logo of like Adidas is right here on the heel of the shoe, well, on the bottom part of the shoe. That's it. It's in the sole. Nowhere else do you see a 3-stripe, and that is what I actually like about the Yeezy line. Now, before I let you go, guys, I want to ask this one question. If you didn't get your hands on this colorway, are you going to try for the other colorways that's coming out in the near future? Or is your heart set in stone that you're not going to pick up a pair of these shoes? A lot of people change their mind after a while. I know when the Yeezy slides first came out, everyone was saying it was the most ugliest slide ever. Orthopedic slides, they don't look good at all, right? That's what everybody was saying. But now look at them. Everybody wants a pair of Yeezy slides, and everybody has a pair of Yeezy slides. The same way with the foam runners, the same way with the wave runners. Everybody said they don't like Yeezys until everybody start wearing them. It's weird, but I'll say if you can, get your hand on a pair of these because they're amazing. But yo guys, love, manas, and always respect. I am out of here.